The housing market has seen 2 years of soft sales, but one online real estate brokerage predicts that 2020 will see home prices and the number of home sales back on the rise. We caught up with the managing editor of CityNews to talk about real estate predictions heading into this new year.
A major defining trend for 2020 is going to be the supply and demand gap. This is the year where we're really going to see those boiling points coming back under home prices as we're seeing sellers markets reemerge in Toronto and Vancouver. And a large part of that is due to a metric we call the sales to new listings ratio. So essentially what that means is when it's a very high ratio, it means a lot of the new homes that are coming to market over the course of a specific month are selling. And in November, which is the most latest crop of housing data that we've got right now, in Toronto, that ratio was 81%. To put that in perspective for you, 60% indicates a seller's market. So we're in very steep seller's market conditions right now. And when those conditions are sustained, you start to see a reemergence of things like bidding wars, rising home prices. So it's a good news story for sellers right now, but buyers are going to see competition ramping up.
All right, well, we're talking about buyers. Let's talk about mortgages and how will that come into play. What are you predicting for 2020?
So throughout 2018, we were really spoiled for historically low mortgage rates. A big part of that was the Bank of Canada kept mortgage rates very stable throughout the entire year. They did not change their overnight lending rate, which is a metric that the consumer lenders use when they're pricing their mortgage rates. So that let lenders price their variable mortgage rates really competitively. It also kept what we call the bond yield market. Those yields stayed very low, and that's what fixed mortgage rates are based on. So as a result, mortgage rates were really low throughout 2018. We're expecting this to continue. Bank of Canada, in their latest communications, has said that they're not really going to deviate from that plan unless there's a major economic upheaval, potentially in trade tensions internationally. But all of the data coming out of Canada domestically has been pretty stable. So far, we're looking to be on track for very little change to mortgage rates this year.
Now, CityNews also predicts that Ontario will lead the country in housing growth along with BC, and they estimate this province will see the amount of home sales jump 4 to 7% and prices to go up 5 to 6.5%.